travel destinations here in the States. A travel expert will share charming towns you can visit by car, train, or boat.
All summer travel does not mean that you have to fly across the pond. Why not be a tourist in your own country?
Hey, joining us, charming stateside towns you can visit by train, boat, or car. Pamela Holt. She is a travel expert and the executive producer and host of Me, Myself, and the World, The Art of Solo Travel on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. And first of all, tell us about this travel series and what inspired you to create it.
Yeah, well, solo travel in particular has just been my thing. I've been to 81 countries, and it really has cultivated self-confidence and getting to sort of define who I am. It's my foundation. And creating Me, Myself, and the World was to inspire other people to solo travel, to really get out there and discover the world for themselves, to build confidence, and just kind of, you know, get out there and seek adventure.
It is interesting. I've done one big overseas solo trip, and it's different when you're by yourself.
Yeah,
it's
where
nice.
did you go?
India.
Oh,
yeah,
fabulous.
so it was really cool. All right, let's talk about California, one of my favorite places too, and probably, Glenn, you like it, Mendocino.
Mendocino is very close to my heart. My husband and I just celebrated our first-year anniversary up there.
Congratulations.
Oh, so your solo traveling days are over.
Luckily, he doesn't like international travel. I'm on my own. So Mendocino is really great. I recommend that people take a leisurely train ride on the Amtrak Starlight Express and go up there and rent a car. You go from LA to San Francisco, then rent a car and drive the rest of the way. It's stunning. And when you get to Mendocino, obviously the bluffs that you're seeing here are absolutely beautiful. They have Michelin-rated restaurants, they have luxury retreats, and then they have cozy Victorian bed and breakfast and kind of everything in between. What I really like about it is that you can do wine tasting, you can do just all sorts of activities. And
we went and saw all the trees too, the redwoods.
Yes.
So great, yeah.
So if you go on the rail bikes or the skunk train, it's a magical journey into the redwoods. You can do the night train or the day train.
All right, what about Prescott, Arizona?
Yes, and you said it right.
Yes.
Prescott, Arizona. You can get to it by car, or if you're in Los Angeles, a direct flight, just an hour and 20 minutes to Prescott. And it's really an underrated town. They have a buzzing food scene, tons of antiquing, and of course, Whiskey Row. Great for dancing, bar hopping. And the tours, the history tours, are pretty epic there, since it was the original capital of the territory, as well as the Yavapai tribe. They have alleged underground tunnels. I have seen the opium dens and the speakeasies that are hidden under the town. And it's haunted, which is really fun.
Wow, that's fun. That's a lot. All right, in this town we've never heard of, Julian, California.
Yeah, Julian is just a quick 2-hour drive. It's kind of in northern San Diego. It's very picturesque. They're known for their apple orchards, apple picking, lots of fun activities. And if you go there, you're going to get served warm apple pie, apple cider, apple wine, and there's lots to do. As you see, there's a gold mine, Oasis Camel Dairy, and of course the town of Julian. If you're there in September, they have the Grape Stomp Festa. It's a community grape stomp, which is lots of fun.
Oktoberfest, kind of?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest in October. It's just really charming, quaint town and real close to LA.
Cute.
All right, a beach town a lot of people don't think about, Galveston Island, Texas.
Yeah, Galveston Island, Texas is a great place. It's a huge cruise ship terminal. I topped and tailed my cruise on Royal Caribbean to the Western Caribbean by staying in Galveston before and after. It was an old Victorian town, and a beachside town has popped up next to it, so you have historic neighborhoods, and there's a lot of fresh seafood, fishing, Galveston Island State Park. They have geocaching there, which a lot of families enjoy. The diversity of Galveston Island is fantastic, and of course, every water sport you can imagine, and again, a great cruise ship bounce point.
Top and tail, meaning beginning and end?
Yes.
Okay.
I go early and stay late and get to explore Galveston on my Royal Caribbean cruise.
Okay. And then what about Santa Ynez Valley?
So I have a new term. It's called the San Ynez Six. And right in the heart of San Ynez Valley is Ballard. Not a lot of people know it, and the term that they coined for themselves is small town with big time charm, and that it is. They've got the 1883 schoolhouse, 123-year-old chapel, wine tasting, olive oil tasting, a lavender farm. And if you can't get there this summer, go in September. They have the Taste of San Ynez, and it's all 6 towns in 4 days. They have day activities, and they do that long table down the middle of Main Street that, you know, you feel like you're in a movie with the local chefs and wine pairing. And of course, they have the Ballard Inn, which is a Victorian home, and they recently remodeled that. There's just so much to discover up in San Ynez, but Ballard is just a very charming. I think there's 467 people.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's so charming.
Yeah, so not a long stay.
No.
All right.
Good weekend trip.
Really nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Thank you for having me.
All right, for more travel inspiration, you can stream her Me, Myself, and the World, excuse me, The Art of Solo Travel on Amazon Prime. You can also follow Pamela on Instagram at @�PamelaHolt.
Yes.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Happy travels.